Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP might be running again. I don't know if it's exactly right now, but when I hit record, if you looked real quick, it was actually, XRP was at $2.47, which I don't think we'd seen since maybe around December 18th or so. It's the highest we'd seen since then. And now that it's broadly accepted that the small consolidation phase of this bull market that happened in December is over, there are all sorts of posts from tons of very well-known reputable analysts insisting that what's most likely here is the next leg up for XRP and that it might be happening right now. So I don't know if this is literally the moment or if we have to chop around a little bit sideways for some short amount of time, but I'm seeing big accounts that are good and they are not irrational XRP haters that don't normally talk about XRP starting to talk about XRP again. You know when that happened last time? November. And you know what happened in November? XRP went berserk. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say are right. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. But yeah, you'll see as we go through this video, tons of analysts believe that XRP price is about to rip upward yet again. As I record this video, it is 1:46 p.m. Central Time, Friday, January 3rd, 2025. XRP just like a little tiny baby boo bit below $2.47. We got Bitcoin at $98,655 and a lot of green across the board. Tons of green, all sorts of altcoins ripping to the upside. And so then the question is, of course, since the market was in tandem, when's XRP going to have its next big jump? Well, what's coming, folks? It's going to be coming. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Mustache, hashtag altcoins. And he's referencing Total To, that's the name of the chart, which is the entire crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin. It's all of our altcoins. Total To, it's happening. Breakout. And I'll just note, he said that just several hours or so ago, just this morning, 8:51 a.m. Central Time. He says, don't fade Mustache this cycle, LOL. Jokes aside, but as anticipated yesterday, the altcoin market cap looks really great, and now we've seen the breakout. This is what I keep seeing from tons of analysts today, like, yeah. And by the way, if you've been paying attention in December, you're not surprised by this, are you? Especially by the lull that we had at the end of December. People are on vacation and, holidays, family, friends, all that crap. And now they're not. Now they're back to it. They're back at work. They're paying attention to financial markets, and then it goes up. And there's historic precedent for this type of behavior, so this shouldn't be surprising. Here's a post from Altcoin Sherpa. I've been following this account for a long time, 237,000 followers, big following for a reason. He pretty much never talks about XRP, but he is now. So this is one of the examples that I was kind of referencing at the outset of the video. So here we have XRP USD chart. XRP will continue to be under-owned and slept on by crypto natives. I still think $2 is a reasonable buy and that this will break all-time high by cycle in. Now, that was at the end of December, but I wanted to highlight this one first because, again, not somebody to normally talk about XRP, but he's intellectually honest here. He doesn't hate it. He's like, no, this thing's going to go way, way, way higher. So the people that bought it too, they're probably gonna be feeling pretty genius about their decision if a lot of these analysts are right in terms of where we're going. Here's a post from chart analyst Crypto Michael. XRP should break all-time high this month. XRP's $3.40 all-time high has held for 7 years. I would expect a fast pump to $5 soon after it breaks. Okay, and that's in line with what I'm seeing from a lot of analysts. When this next leg comes, this will be the one, finally, where we get a new all-time high. And it's worth noting that tomorrow, January 4th, will be the 7-year anniversary of XRP hitting its all-time high. But again, I really don't think that we're going to have to wait much longer. I don't pretend to know exactly when that's going to be, but it doesn't matter because this cycle's not over yet. But yeah, this idea of it moving to the upside, and even if maybe he's right, fast pump to $5, sure. Not crazy. I don't know if it's going to happen. Again, that's not a prediction. I'm just saying that is reason. A lot of people are just going to say that's conservative for the next leg up, if anything. Here's a post from another popular analyst just from a few hours ago this morning. Trader Maine, 487,000 followers. Another guy who, he doesn't really ever talk about XRP. Not literally never, but very rarely. So I don't think that he would consider himself part of the community. I don't know that he even owns it. but I haven't followed him for a long time, and he's always been level-headed about it. But here he is. It's another example, and he's talking about XRP. It says, XRP, they gonna rip this S word again, and it. And so here you can see another analyst noting that getting to the end of a particular range here in the short term. Chart analyst Credible Crypto, who does talk about XRP and is calling for over $20 price action for XRP to cycle, responded to that and with the little 100% emoji and wrote, the XRP army sends its regards. So he also believes that this thing's about to rip again, probably in the short term. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Peppa, and this is just from this morning. XRP clearly forming asymmetrical triangle. So again, it's the same thing. Tons of people talking about this. It says, last time it was up only, no down move, and I was wrong. So what do you think is going to happen here? Blue or red? Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. And I guess what he's calling red is this actual purple color. That is not red. That is purple over here, this little circle. That's red. But so anyway, he's saying one of these things is going to happen. It's going to break pretty much now. Either it's going to be a quick move to the downside before resuming to the upside, or it just goes straight up from here. Well, it's even if in theory it went down to some little degree, we're still in a bull market, and it wouldn't freaking matter. Eventually, it's going to break out of this range, and I'm seeing tons of analysts talk about how it's just been ranging, and from the last several weeks or so, it's going to break with force. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Dom, and he's referencing the total crypto market cap. Total backtest of previous all-time high update. We just saw the exact setup that triggered turbo everything last cycle, first pointed out 2 weeks ago. Things are looking awfully bullish as we speak. Watch for acceleration here. Clear line in the sand and validation going forward. And here's the screen grab that he shared. So pause if you want to look at this for a little bit longer, but for the sake of time, I am going to keep going forward here. And then he wrote also, we can sit and wonder what happens next. But when we see the exact thing that happened last cycle, not much guessing. All attention just goes to lower time frame. We break that pattern. Until then, we let fractal show its power, rather. So, and that's in line with the concept that I always say, like, you don't know for sure what's going to happen. I always admit that. That's the truth. Anybody that says they do know for sure, you should probably be very skeptical of them, because that doesn't seem sufficiently honest to me. But history does genuinely tend to rhyme with itself. And so when he says here, when we see the same thing unfolding that we did in the previous cycle, well, how much do we need to guess about what's likely to occur? Not certain, but likely to occur. Well, number go up, my friends. Number go up. Things continue to repeat, roughly. Then we also had this about XRP, also from Chart Analyst Dom. Now, this is a little bit of setting the table, and apparently this is the most popular post he's ever had, and I remember sharing it at the time, and he's got an update on this. So here's what he posted on November 16th, as things were certainly getting hot for XRP. And I shared this XRP USD chart. It looks like XRP was at about $1.07 at the time. It says there's something weird about this XRP pump. Bitcoin dominance is not tanking. Any other time XRP pumped over 100%, it was when Bitcoin dominance was tanking. Check all gray boxes. This could mean two things. Number one, this is a fake out and not a true pump. Would be insane and unlikely, in my opinion. Or number two, this is just the appetizer to what's actually coming. Also known as money isn't even flowing out of Bitcoin yet. This is all new money or money flowing from other alts. So think about that. And I remember covering that at the time, and I was like, well, we're going to find out. But it was, at this point now, you know very clearly, it was number two. The fact that XRP was rising to that degree and Bitcoin dominance wasn't tanking as you would normally expect it to, he was right. It had to be one of those things. The money's coming from somewhere. So either it's new money or it's people selling alts to flow into XRP or a blend of both. And that was the answer. And so he updated that just today. So what time? 12:59. Okay, so less than an hour ago, actually. And he wrote, update, it was the appetizer. And here's what he had to say. Update on my most popular post ever. Anytime XRP has seen a large pump, it was when Bitcoin dominance was tanking. The last two cycles, Bitcoin dominance dropped exactly 30%, while XRP rose over 1,000%. So far, Bitcoin has only dropped 5%. You guys are hearing this, right? That's insane. Let me read that part again. The last 2 cycles, Bitcoin dominance dropped exactly 30%, while XRP rose over 1,000%. But now it's only dropped 5%. And the reason this matters is because, again, when people are selling Bitcoin, a certain amount of that's going to flow into XRP. It'll go throughout, to other altcoins as well, but a certain amount flows into XRP, just resulting in this crazy price rip. That's normal. But we're already seeing dramatic jumps without that money from Bitcoin flowing into XRP. So basically the idea is you just wait until that money from Bitcoin does flow into XRP. Because if you think XRP is hyped now, you just wait. By the end of this cycle, it's all anybody's going to be talking about. Then he said, it's actually very impressive. XRP has seen 500% with only a small drop on Bitcoin dominance. It's been new money and money shifted from other alts. It shows the best is yet to come, says history. We've seen 5% of the 30% if it repeats for the 3rd time. So again, we can't technically know for sure, but ask yourself, based on historic precedent and just knowing that humans tend to do the same behaviors over and over again, what do you think is most probable? I think what's most probable is a new face-melting all-time high in price discovery. Life-changing wealth for tons of people. Here's a post from Chartingguy. This entire December correction was literally just total, so the entire crypto asset class, backtesting last cycle highs, and Total 2, Total 3, and others backtesting their golden pocket. You are still not bullish enough. Okay, so Total 2, of course, is the entire crypto asset class except for Bitcoin. Total 3 is the name for another chart, everything except for Bitcoin and ETH, and then others is the name of another chart. It's including the entire crypto asset class except for the top 10 coins by market cap. And what he's saying here is all we went through in December, it was just consolidation within a bull run, which is very normal. None of this is scary. And of course, now we're seeing January's hits and we're resuming to the upside, that also makes sense from a historical perspective. And then he had this to say about XRP. XRP BTC pairs, what he's referencing, XRP ETH and XRP Dominance are all at their mid-range. I expect them to get to the top of their range on this leg up, which would align with my $8 target area. These will be a few of many local top signals that I will be watching for. Okay, and so then somebody wrote to him and said, $8 is the top for XRP in this bull market, ? And he said, local multi-month top, in my opinion, could be final top 2. We'll have to find out. And so that's where some people are going to yell at him and be like, you too bearish, bro. Okay, well, the bottom of this thing was 28 cents, so it's not unfathomable that the peak for XRP is $8. Now, tons of analysts think it's going to go a lot higher, and I'm not telling you it's $8. I'm literally straight up telling you I don't know. But whether it's $8 or whether it's $20 or $30, I know that's a huge range, but none of that's crazy. None of it. And these analysts have been articulating why they have their positions. I've been sharing those perspectives for a long time, like especially in recent weeks, like quite a bit. So I hope it goes higher, and there's a very reasonable chance that it's going to, but it depends on how much strength there is in the rest of the market. If way more money than we expect flows into Bitcoin, then way more is going to flow into XRP. Anyway, then somebody wrote to him and said, where would you consider it pulling back to if this were the case? Nothing set in stone, of course. And he says maybe 50% correction after that target is hit. So very volatile. Can you imagine it goes $8 and then pulls back? And then what if that's not over? Like that stuff happens in crypto though. Here's a post from chart analyst Dr. Magic. Got asked about XRP and if the next leg will be wave 3 or wave 5. People thinking we only experienced wave 1 are in for a surprise. My logic is simple. Historically, XRP reaches 1.618 and over there, it's either the top or a multi-month consolidation. Plan is to sell above/near $8. Then I will reevaluate what Bitcoin is doing, etc. But I greatly favor the cycle top scenario over there. Okay, so don't be mad at this guy. He's pro XRP. He's an XRP bull. He thinks what's most probable is that XRP is going to peak around $8, but he acknowledges it could go much higher. We don't know, but he's going to have a clearer view of that as there's further price action that develops. So we'll keep watching for this here. But this is another reason where, like, since I admit I don't know either, I'm going to be selling the vast majority of my XRP from the $5 to $8 range. And people can scream at me all they want. I don't care. And then perhaps I'll hold a certain 10, 15% amount just in case, as a moon bag. But it doesn't matter. Now, it won't to me anyway. And maybe it really does peak there. But But there are also, again, I'm not saying that. There are tons of analysts that think it does go way higher. Like I said earlier in the video, Credible Crypto says, no, $20 plus. And he has strong conviction about that. So I'm just sharing diverse viewpoints while admitting I don't know. But I'm just arming you with a ton of different perspectives. You can come to your own conclusions. You're all adults about what makes sense. Here's a post from Crypto Insight UK. If we have a measured move for XRP, the same as our previous leg, percentage-wise, it will be over $10. If we have a wave 3, often the largest wave in Elliott wave theory, will be over $10. For me, it's just a matter of time. And somebody asked, so why does everyone say wave 3 top is $8? And here's what Crypto Insight UK had to say about that, because I did notice this too. There are lots of analysts talking about this $8 level. And he says, many people are targeting $8, and that is a fair target based on some metrics. Depending on how you measure the wave, you can use a price, 55 cents to $2.87 gives you around the $8 target. If you use percentage gain, then it's higher. So again, these are people being intellectually honest who, and all of these people, give them credit where it's due, all of them called this break in XRP to the upside. They're not your enemy. You just, like, some people get mad at analysts if their price prediction or expectation isn't high enough in their estimation. Which is always stupid. It's always ridiculous. It's just, come on, man. If somebody's being a troll, then I can understand frustration. But if somebody is operating in good faith very clearly, then come on. Let's not be like that. There's also this, and I shared this the other day, but worth repeating given the topic here. Tony Severino, chart analyst, he wrote on January 1st, if this is a valid bull flag in XRP, the target is $13. This is significantly beyond my top targets, but not impossible. So here's another reputable analyst who's saying, okay, it could go higher, which is what I keep seeing from tons of analysts. But in the separate post, he noted he thinks it's more likely to be $6 to $9 peak this market cycle. And he says, but I tend to be very conservative with price targets compared to others. So he acknowledges that. So this is not a video where I'm like, I think it's only going to go to $6 or $9. I'm not saying that. I will not be surprised if there's double-digit price action. I'm just trying to, again, I'll say it one more time, just share perspective with you. But either way, the best is ahead. So lots of diverse perspectives here in terms of where we're going. But yeah, ultimately, number go up, life-changing wealth here regardless. It's just an exciting time to be in crypto and to understand that what's most probable is it's about to rip imminently. Yeah, especially since the entire space right now today has been ripping to the upside. And it's at the time where historically we should be expecting it to, beginning of a year, people getting back to it. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens here. Your future people, you know more about what's happened throughout the rest of this day and tomorrow, but we'll check back in soon. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.